my, an incredible voice there. Welcome back. That peek at that powerhouse performance is a very small sample of the outstanding revival of Sunset Boulevard, now playing on Broadway.
And right now it is, like, no joke, one of the hottest tickets in town. And the stars of the show are here with us today. Please welcome to the studio Olivier Award winners Nicole Scherzinger and Tom Francis.
Hey!
Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hi, thanks so much for being here. I mean, you've been performing for forever. I mean, I've seen you in so many things, but this is your Broadway debut. To get this kind of attention and this love for this show in your Broadway debut, what's that been like?
Oh my gosh, well, it's a dream come true. I've been dreaming of this since I was a little girl. I grew up loving musical theater. I've never worked so hard in my life, and people know me, I'm a hard worker, but I've never been more fulfilled. And I think that sometimes the most challenging things in life can be the most rewarding. And I feel like I've really fought to be here, and I'm very proud of what we've created.
And you should be. You should be. Tom, it's also your debut here on Broadway, and you actually narrate the entire show. What's it been like for you?
Yeah, it's been a completely life-changing experience. I think we did it for a limited run back in the UK, and that was incredible, but we came over here, and this community is just remarkable. I don't know about you, but we have just been opened with like such beautiful open arms. So yeah, it's been a life-changing experience.
And Nicole, standing ovations are, at this point, common, it seems. Watching you is such an incredible experience. Do you approach it the same way you would a concert?
Absolutely not. You know, when I'm doing a concert, it's just more me and my pop music, but obviously here we're embodying roles. I'm fully embodying Norma Desmond, and so I guess I get to take liberties and kind of go places I would never ever go before. Some places people more than what people have bargained for because it's so raw and so deep and such an emotional performance. But yeah, it's very different because the theater, you know, everywhere you go nowadays, everyone's got their cell phones out. Well, you can't have a cell phone out in the theater. It's such an intimate, sacred space.
Yeah,
and
you have no choice but to pay attention.
Yes, and the exchange and the connection with the audience is magical because it's just you together, that moment, at one moment in time. It's amazing.
Tom, there's a part in the show where you actually kind of walk through people and then go out. There's like a camera that follows you, go outside, but you can't know what's going to be on the other side of that. Yeah, no. How do you deal with all of that?
Every day is a different day out on the streets of New York. That's what I've learned. Yeah, no, it's a pretty remarkable part of the show. You kind of just go into like a zone. I always say, you know the film Limitless? And you know when he's walking through, it's New York, isn't it? I think it's New York. And everything's kind of going past him like that. And he's just walking through and it's focused. That's kind of how it becomes, because our wonderful camera woman, Shayna McPherson, she's a fierce woman, and I just lock in with her and we just sort of do this tango through the streets of New York.
Nicole, is there a moment for you, I mean, when the audience responds and it gives you chills?
During that, or
your moment?
Yeah, I'd have to say, with one look at the end of As If We Never Said Goodbye, I'm so grateful that we get a standing ovation, and I feel like I'm really then proud of little awkward, insecure Nicole and how far she's come. And to be like, oh, you grew up brave, and you're here and you're doing it for your family, and my faith is very strong, and I'm very, very grateful. And yes, it's the whole company is extraordinary. This whole experience, like Tom said, is life-changing, and I don't take for granted every single night we try to do an opening and closing night performance. I'm still trying to make new discoveries, and I like to keep this pen on his toes.
I love, you can see the love between you guys and the friendship that's there. It's so fun to watch.
Well, we've been doing it for, I mean, over 10 months now. So we've been working on this for the past year and a half, and we're going into 10 months of doing this. So we're like family, and we really trust each other, and I think that's amazing because we're able then to go even deeper into our characters and our performances. And there's a part at the end where I say I am the greatest star of all, and that's where I don't think Tom ever knows what's going to come out.
I never know what's going to happen. I never know what's going to happen.
Just like living in New York again. Right?
Every show is different.
Well, amazing job, Tom, and amazing job to you as well, Nicole. Little Nicole is now big time Nicole. We love to
thank
see
you.
it,
Oh,
of course.
thank you.
And by the way, folks,
Tom
you can
Story.
also check the show out if you want to. We hope you do. Sunset Boulevard is playing on Broadway at the St. James Theater and will end its limited engagement July 13th, so get to it fast.
Yes.